And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Welcome to Scotty Ray's Weather. It is Wednesday morning and a cool 39 as we're starting out this morning. A little different this morning. Candace will be joining me a little bit after 8 o'clock this morning, and we'll give you an update on weather then, and also we'll track down all your headline news and things that are going on in the community and nationally. We'll get all that coming up here in just a little bit. But still need to know about the weather early, don't we? As I said this morning, as you're waking up, kind of chilly outside, as we turn to take a look at your weather this morning, it's brought to you by some good folk.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
And let's switch over and go to radar this morning to take a look at what we've got going on with temperatures as we begin this journey through the weather today. We go out to Key Field. We're sitting at 39 degrees, so we did dip down into the 30s last night. Looks like tonight will be a little bit cooler. Up at NAS Meridian, 41 this morning, 42 in Jackson. Columbus is sitting at 33, Starkville at 34 if you've got somebody at Mississippi State. A little bit, 5 degrees cooler in state land up there. So chilly over to our west there. We go to Vicksburg, past these areas, it's 42 and about 37 over in Shreveport and Ruston, Louisiana. Over at Montgomery, 42, warmer that way right there. But as you go into northern Alabama there is a freeze warning this morning all up through here. So cold, 28 degrees as you cut across here and toward Atlanta. Got a few folks that watch each day from Atlanta, so y'all be careful there. It's chilly around the Atlanta area this morning. Well, as we switch back and talk about what the National Weather Service has to tell us today, let's pull that up and start out with what we've got here. All right. Of course, we know about Hurricane Iota made landfall at 155 miles an hour. It is just about on the other side now, going through South America. Wind speed this morning at 35 miles an hour. And we'll look at that on radar in just a moment. But a lot of destruction that has gone through there. It hit landfall at 155 miles an hour, just below making a Category 5. It went in at a 4. It was expected at one time to go in as a 5. Flooding, tearing up things, rough on everybody that's there. As we look at storm predictions for today, Mississippi, Alabama, we're in good shape. We go out to our west here, northwest, where we've been Washington, Oregon, and California, these areas here. Idaho, expect some storms today. Now, these are fire warnings out here, and these are wind warnings through Nevada and Wyoming and these areas here. Very cold if for some reason you got to go up to where they make those automobiles in the Big D there in Detroit. Cold weather exists up in there. Glad I don't have to stay there all the time. Nice to visit, but don't think I'd want to do that. What's going to happen over the next 10 days? Still no change. Our temperatures are going to remain pretty much steady with what we've got right now. 60s. By the weekend, we're going to get into some high 70s, and we'll get back to some 60s next week. And hopefully this neutral will finally eventually get to the deep south. But as they've said many, many times over, expect this one to be a little bit warmer for us in the due south for the winter this year. Thanksgiving probably going to be in the upper 60s is what we're expecting, as we'll get into some outlooks later on. Sunshine today. Doesn't that look good? 65 for our high. Nothing to complain about today whatsoever as we do that. Now, we're going to have frost this morning early. That should be burning off sometime after 7 o'clock this morning. So keep that in mind as you're scraping your windshield off. Make sure that you get out there 5 to 10 minutes earlier. Never hurts to do that, to get that off. Let it warm up, be nice and warm when you get in there. You're not shaking and your teeth rattling. Just can't handle cold weather anymore. It just doesn't do well with me. I'm falling apart the older I get. As we turn to talk about something I do know about, that's the good folks down at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. If you haven't been by to visit my friend Ron and his staff lately, do so today. They've been there since 1932. Now, I'm not saying Ron's been there since 32, but he's been there a good while taking care of folks. They've got Christmas decor going on right now. They've got a great selection. If you need something for the house as you get ready for the annual, most trees are going to be going up in the next week or so by Thanksgiving. If you need a little additive, that's what they're there for. Lots of things for the gift shop there with the Christmas deals, little houses, and, of course, knickknacks to go with your Christmas. And where wouldn't it be without a Christmas tree? They've got plenty to choose from there at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. Go by and get yourself a tree, and you'll be glad you did. And being the tradition of Christmas, you got to have that. Makes you feel good. Poinsettias have arrived. If you need one of these, this is real popular at Christmas poinsettias, and if you need one, they've got plenty to choose from. They're just gorgeous. I know at Northcrest they do a big poinsettia display each year. Beautiful. So get you a poinsettia, get you into the mood of the season. As we go through, of course, the Drake apparel still 30% off while supplies last on that. And you've got more books, T-shirts, and hats, and plenty of these things to choose from. As we go through work boots now, and I don't have a picture right here of all of the different mud boots that are going to be coming, but you're going to need them. Rain in the forecast next week. Work boots and all. When it comes to deer season, they are like the headquarters for it all, from pop-up blinds to getting yourself some scents, some feeders if you need the traditional, or if you're looking for an additive to have the deer come in where you can get some great pictures. Of course, the power stations and molasses blocks along with the apple licks, any type you might be needing. And of course, as cool as it is this morning, if you've got to do something outside, sit for a while, my little buddy heater is the best. Of course, deer cameras that you can use for security cameras as well, but they've got it where it automatically go to your phone also, or the SD card, or you can use this, set this up and use it with your cell phone. Operate it there. Great price on this. I was looking at it when I was in there. Great gift this year for the hunter who kind of has everything. Enjoy that one. Including all your feed, seed, and if you're needing to do some spot checking to get some fertilizer and things out, this will do it here. They've got it all lined up for you. Drop in and see them. They'll get you loaded in no time flat, including all your seed, feed, and for your horses and cattle, and guns and galore with ammo, all at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. Drop in and see them again. That's exit 151 off the interstate is where you'll find them to get all of your supplies and anything that you might be needing this morning to take care of things. Well, as we switch back and we go to take a look at radar this morning of what we've got going on, let's pull up radar now. As you'll see here in East Mississippi, West Central Alabama, we're good. Over here at Tuscaloosa, there's a frost advisory. Now, ours will burn off by 7:30 this morning. You get into these areas here, this is a freeze warning for upper Alabama there on towards Atlanta in these areas here. Oxford, Alabama, cold. But as you see here, we're just sitting pretty here in Mississippi. As we back out here all the way through Miami, nothing really to talk about. It's great. As we go down and we take a look at the hurricane that came through Central America, we zoom in on this sitting at El Salvador this morning. It has 35-mile-an-hour winds, gusts of 52, and we'll be back out in the ocean. We'll be just kind of fading away is what we're hoping there. And as we look back into the Atlantic and these areas here, nothing else developing, so that's even better. This we got, a little less 12 days left on hurricane season. It'll end November 31st, and that'll be one for the books, a record year. More storms named this year than ever. As we zoom in, and let's do our extended forecast of what we're expecting here. That 7-day forecast pulls up. As we said today, somewhere between 65 to 67, 0% chance of rain through the weekend. It's going to be gorgeous. As I said, as we hit that weekend, those temps start climbing. By Tuesday, temps will go back down into the 60s, but we do start getting those rain chances, and that's going to be pretty much all week for next week. We'll watch that closely and let you know when your best chances are. Sometimes 20% dumps right on you wherever you are. But we'll watch that, let you know when it's going to rain as we head toward Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's not that long off, is it? Today is the 18th. Yeah, that's coming up next Thursday, a week from tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Can you believe that? And what a year we've had. It has really been one. So that's a quick look at weather. And as always, as I talk about different things that go on, if you haven't been out to the Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville lately, drop in and see Joe. There's always a great deal at the Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville. The best meat department, bar none, in this area. You can't beat it. They're proud of what they do, and they're real good at it. When it comes to taking care of all of your meat and things. A great clean store to go spend your money with. He's got a great new special coming out today that we'll talk about later on this morning of what's going on at the Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville. If you need a lunch plate, they've got it for you. As always, great steaks, great food, and just a friendly atmosphere of good folks to help you in any way they can. The Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, drop in and see them, and they will help you in any way they can. Just good folks. Again, thanks for dropping by. Candace will be joining me here in just a little while. A little after 8 o'clock this morning, and we'll go over everything that's going on nationally and some local news stories, and then we'll touch back on the weather to let you know what to expect. This has been pretty much a mild November for our immediate area, so fingers crossed that we'll keep going that way toward Christmas. All right, I'll be back with more weather and things here in just a little bit with Candace, all happening here at Scotty Ray's Weather. And again, thank you for spending part of your day with me here.
During these challenging times, there are some things that you can count on every day. One of them is that Rick Justice Automotive will work hard to help you find just the right vehicle. Rick Justice has late model, low mileage vehicles and 72-month, 72,000-mile warranties available on all vehicles. Come see us today, and we'll show you how we've been helping your friends and relatives find the car, truck, or SUV that was right for them. We will earn your business.
Sanders Gas, Sanders Air and Heat is your full-service propane supplier since 1946. We take pride in ensuring reliable, friendly service to our customers. We also provide safety tune-ups related to propane, air conditioning, and heating systems, keeping our community efficient and safe. I'm Chuck Sanders, and yes, we're local.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by